What do you think of witches? Are they real? Listen to this story and let's conclude. It says, my dad once told me of a classmate of his whose brain was kept on a tree. According to him, the girl in question was very brilliant. She topped their class every time until they got to class 6 when she declined to the bottom. She suddenly became so daft that even the worst person in the class did better than her. It was strange to many. Some criticized her, claiming she had started playing, while others didn't see her decline to be normal. She only slept in class. Her parents and a few teachers tried to find solutions to no avail. Her mother came to the school every day to cry because she couldn't understand what was happening to her daughter. Then a group of 3 pastors visited their school one Friday to pray with them when they were in Form 3 going to Form 4. The girl had to stop the school in Form 2 because there wasn't any improvement. So her parents felt like they were wasting money, so they made her quit. She wasn't there when the pastors came though, but in the course of the prayer, one of the pastors mentioned her name. Let's say Grace. So her name was Grace, asking her to come forward. Then the student told him that she quit the school, narrating briefly her story to him. That's the pastor. The pastor asked them to go to her house and bring her that very moment. They kept praying and waiting till she arrived with the student who went to get her. Then the pastor asked her to remember an event that occurred during their 3rd term exam in Basic 5. So the exam they wrote before they went to Basic 6, where she became so daft. So the pastor asked her to remember an event that happened when they were writing the last exam she wrote in Basic 5. Apparently, one of her mates asked her to teach her something during the exam, and she refused. Then the pastor invited that mate also forward, and he asked her, "Where have you kept Grace's brain?" Immediately he asked her that, the girl began to cry and shout angrily that she has been accused of being a witch. They kept on until she admitted to taking Grace's brain and keeping it on a tall coconut tree behind their house. The pastor asked her to go and bring it, and she fell down and went sort of unconscious for about 10 minutes before waking up. Really? When she woke up, she walked straight to Grace and touched her forehead. Grace felt different immediately. The girl narrated that she got irritated when Grace refused to help her in the exam, so she went to her house later that night spiritually to remove her brain and keep it away on a coconut tree. She felt embarrassed and stopped the school. Grace, on the other hand, returned to join her mate in Form 4, and amazingly, she eventually picked up and did better than she was doing. She got back to topping the class until they finished school. This was a true story, happened right before my daddy's own eyes. Grace went blank for over 5 years until the pastors intervened before she went back to doing well academically. Advise your words in school to be careful. You too, as an adult, be careful. Everyone should be careful. I am just narrating what my father told me. My daddy always said, you may be eating in the same bowl with someone, but there could be something worse you don't even know. I was scared when I read this too. There's a probability that something is out there. Let's all be careful. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to Loveandpillsgh for more interesting stories like this.